Believe me when I say Jakarta is one of the most densely populated places on Earth. The region of Greater Jakarta is made up of a series of satellite cities that surround the main capital, and combined, it has a population of 30 million people. That's 5 million more than all of Australia. There are a lot of things that people need to live in a city this big, and one of them is green space. I'm visiting a parkland in South Jakarta called Tbet Eco Park. This has been a public park since the 1960s, but it's recently been completely transformed through a major renovation that's managed to honour some of the oldest trees in the city, renaturalise the river that runs through it, and create much needed space for people and wildlife. I'm going for a walk around with Anton, the landscape architect who brought the park back to life. Anton, as a landscape architect, I get really excited when I see urban green space like this, and looking around with so many people, it's a success.
Yes, it is. It's very rare for us to have this kind of park in Jakarta, in terms of size, in terms of greenery, because living in Jakarta is about spending a lot of time in traffic, shopping mall, and everything has to be paid for. And this park is free, so it really accommodates what is the people wish to live in the big city of Jakarta.
Itu selain nyaman, terus aku bisa juga dengar beberapa kicauan burung, terus lihat yang hijau-hijau. Itu selain ngasih aku inspirasi, juga ngasih aku kebebasan untuk di Jakarta ini.
Bagus sih, aku interesting banget ya, sama apalagi sama yang playground anak-anaknya juga cukup bersih. Terus juga sepi, luas banget, hijau banget, pohon-pohonnya tinggi-tinggi juga. Jadi sih seru banget sih kalau apalagi bawa keluarga, bawa anak ya.
There was an existing waterway running through the old park, and before the remodel, it had become a serious flooding problem, with polluted water often spreading to neighbouring houses. Instead of trying to divert the water away from the park, Anton's design captures and slows water flow and increases the area's flood resilience.
At least you don't feel that this is a drain.
No.
It's a part of the landscape.
Yes. The concrete sides of the original waterway were smashed up, and the rubble has been used in mesh gabion cages.
They have a function to contain for the slope stabilization.
The new riverbank is now permeable, stabilising the bank while also slowing the flow of water. And of course, plants are important too, adding stability, water purification and habitat. The 1,500 or so trees in the original city forest were only a few decades old, which still made them some of the oldest and most valuable in Jakarta. So a lot of care was taken to incorporate them into the new garden design.
For example, at the pavilions, there's 3 trees that we protected. We just create a hole, and the building is giving way to the nature. And some trees that affected by the development, we will transplant them to the other place. In overall, we want to protect the trees as much as possible.
It's pretty impossible to miss these beautiful rainbow gums. It's a species that feels very familiar, but also starkly different. In certain seasons, the bark of the rainbow gum can be so colourful that it almost doesn't seem real. It's one of the few species of Eucalyptus that isn't an Australian native, growing in Indonesia, Papua New Guinea and the Philippines. It's really nice to see how you've repeated the colours from the rainbow gums in different elements and features throughout the park.
Yes, there are over 100 eucalyptus trees over here, and we thought that this is the great assets or the features of the park itself. So somehow we want to relate it with our architectural design. So we want to pick the color of this orange color and brownish color into the bridge, so that when people walk over the bridge, it feels blends seamlessly with the surrounding. So there's a correlation between the architecture and the nature as well.
The striking Infinity Bridge connects and unites what used to be two separate parks, separated by a busy road.
The idea is we want people to walk from one park to the other park without efforts, right?
It's gently graded to make it easier to use, but also winds up quite high, so you get sweeping views of the park and a chance to appreciate the treetops. We're here midweek and there's lots and lots of people here. How's it been used?
When the park was open, it attracted around 15,000 people on average, and there was one weekend 60,000 people come in a day. So this shows how the people of Jakarta really demanding a good public parks.
In Jakarta, not many parks like this, yeah. Children can play freely. I mean, this is perfect for family.
Well, this place is an amazing place for kids to have fun. I would want to explore the entire place all by myself.
When we see people coming with happy face, smiling, a lot of kids, and it is the greatest happiness that we can take as a designer.